Now, yes, as you see, the Red Rocket Truck Stop is also another location where we can actually build in and on. So yeah, that is really cool. Now, this isn't the same Red Rocket Truck Stop we see in the Fallout 4 intro, sadly, but, you know, it's alright. I don't mind. I prefer... I guess the cool thing about this Red Rocket Truck Stop is that it's just big enough to call as your own personal home. Because, like, that... How Bethesda did things is that they made certain areas designed for, you know, for, like, a little village. A little village for people, but then like on the contrast, there are certain areas that are designed for just the player to live in, and I think that's really cool as well. And can I just say, this game is so gorgeous. It's really beautiful. If you're wondering why I'm returning to Sanctuary, that's because of I'm going to actually put all my junk into the workshop. Mainly because of I kinda need all the space. There we go. That will do. So yeah, Dogmeat is a really cool companion. He's a dog, so he'll only do melee damage. His melee damage is not the strongest, but as you can see, he can take down mole rats easily. What else? Dogmeat also has his own power armor in a way. Like, Dogmeat can get his own power armor. It's just not really called power armor. It's more of it's called dog armor instead. But you know, people call it power armor for Dogmeat for some reason. You failed miserably. I just love how Dogmeat is so powerful. He literally just pops the mole rat's head off. I think that's hilarious. Oh yeah. Alright. For one thing I forgot to mention about Fallout is that we have VATS in Fallout, and VATS is pretty much used for targeting stuff. So why don't I get my pistol out and head over to this monster right here? So let me activate VATS. There we go. Now we can target a specific limb. So certain creatures will have a certain limb bit. And right now we're far away because we have trash aim when it comes to VATS, but luckily I'm a good shot, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, VATS is really cool. Back in the old Fallout though, VATS was really used for the combat, because like there was no 3D gunplay, and VATS was sort of like the gameplay basically. Hey, you could call it Quantum. That's cool. Let's head up here. Bobby pins, dresser.
Won't be able to
A
pick
safe,
this.
right. So when you play Fallout 4, we'll level up eventually. We won't level up until we head over to what you call it. To the museum, but we can level up. Now I do believe there are raiders here. Yes, there are. When I play Fallout, I tend to raid all the raiders. Take all their equipment and armor and whatnot. Because then I can just sell it all to a trader. Ah, crap. Thank you, dog meat. This is a laser musket. This is one of the new weapons that Fallout 4 introduces, and it's our first laser weapon. And oh look, we've leveled up. All right, so let me go to the pack chart. Oh, I can level up twice. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, basically, here we can choose a pack we want. Each pack does something different. For example, this pack will allow us to lockpick advanced locks. This pack will make it so that it's easier to pick locks. But then you got stuff like a mysterious stranger, which basically appears randomly and tries to help you out in some situations. He's basically the G-Man. I want to put him on for Shepard. Idiot Savant is a really good one, but Shepard is like intelligence is 4, so it's kind of crap. So the one thing I would recommend for players to get is first lockpicking or locksmith. I would always try and get locksmith first. And either gun nut and gun nut, yeah, just get gun nut, because gun nut allows you to actually do advanced modifications to your guns, and you can basically you can make your own weapons, so that's really cool. The cool thing about laser weapons is that since they are lasers we're going to be using, they won't be traveling in bullets, so they won't act like bullets where I can't speak. They won't act like bullets. You know how bullets where they travel in an arc and eventually just falls down. Pretty much, other than the laser musket, will always hit their shot, and that's for all laser weapons. So let's just go get the laser musket. So yeah, this is the laser musket. Boom. There we go. There's one down. So basically, if we have one ammo in this laser musket, it won't deal much damage, but if we have two, it will deal more damage. So that's really cool. There we go. I could have used my pistol, but oh well. So we're actually going to hack this terminal really quickly. So how hacking works is that we have to find the duds first. So let me go find a dud. Okay, so this is a dud. So basically, if you get something that covers, if you get something like this, that's like all, you know, like the random decimals and whatnot that isn't words, this is a dud. Basically, duds can do many things. It can give you extra points. Basically, duds can reset your retries or your attempts. They can also, I do believe, remove fake. It will remove one of these things that isn't the actual code. So that one's tries reset. There we go. That one will remove one of them. hacking is more of like a guessing game in Fallout, and that's why I don't really like hacking at all with the terminals, because hacking is just so random and you have to like really guess. Which is probably one of the problems I have with Fallout 4 and just the Fallout franchise in general. Now let's just see if there's any more duds. I think we've got all the duds though, because that was a massive pile of duds right there. Let's see. Nope, we got all the duds. Right, so I'm gonna guess randomly. I'm gonna choose. Nope. Attempt. Okay, so it's this one. So it's more of a guessing game, really. Unlock security gate. And there you go. Oh. You can also lockpick this as well. But yeah. What we just grabbed is a fusion core. Fusion cores are like the they're like the fuel for your power armors. They're extremely useful, and they're very easy to get, but they're very expensive to obtain. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'm gonna use my pistol now because, what do you call it? The ammo for the laser rifles are very rare to obtain. Well, they're not rare, but they're kind of hard. Well, they're very expensive is what I'm trying to say. It's not recommended to keep using laser ammo unless you know you can support endless supply, or you know you have enough money to continue in what you're doing. Then go nuts, man. But yeah, in Fallout 4 you kind of have to save pretty much all your ammo, and you have to make sure every single shot counts. Alright, so there should be some people over there. Let me just go get a Molotov. Oh, sorry. Perfect. Now we could have just shot this as well, but to be honest, Molotov cocktails are just really easy to obtain in the entire Fallout franchise. They don't cost that much. I think you can craft them really easily.
I'm coming in there, and we're gonna skin every last one of you. Someone there? Payback time, boogeyman. Tired yet?
There we go, we've cleared the raiders. We're not going to look in that room yet. There's still some rooms we need to loot. There we go. One more thing. In Fallout 3, junk was just junk, but in Fallout 4, junk is like, Fallout 4's junk system, it has a lot of use now, and it is really good they've actually made junk useful in this game for once.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
Alright, so this is Preston, this is Preston. I'm just gonna call him Preston, not his full name. But, yeah, he's basically one of the endings. He's with the Minutemen, and, as I said earlier, he's he's one of the 4 characters or 4 nations that will actually continue the endings. So yeah.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
So yeah.
Sorry.
Um,
Rough.
as a sole survivor, you have to save.
To meet someone who really cares.
Yeah, the Minutemen are sort of like screwed. If you
Daily
save
Palmer
them
would be a safe place to
and you
settle.
don't kill them,
Those raiders
you
would
can
be
actually
wrong.
get more settlements through
We
them.
do have one idea.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school, pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor.
There we go.
Military
Power
issue.
armor.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Alright, so Preston is one of the most annoying characters in the entire Fallout franchise. But players keep him around, mainly because of he can actually help you out finding more settlements if you prefer building. He doesn't really give you anything good. He gives you a lot of low tier items, but he does help you find settlements, and I guess, and the settlements are high tier, so, you know, I'd rather take high tier settlements and high tier items sometimes. Through a building perspective. So,
Careful, kid. There's something coming.
Through the back room and up to the roof. I'll look after you.
alright,
We need help, and you get a vault dweller? What are you going to do in that stupid jumpsuit? Bleed to death?
alright, so this
There
is our first bubblehead. What these bubbleheads do is that they, you know, they enhance your characters. You'll have to craft a bubblehead station in order to use it. This one will permanently increase perception by 1. So that's really useful. But yeah, it won't be used. This bubblehead though can't be used yet. You'll need to get a bubblehead stand for it. But you know, I think that's cool that they still included it.
So sorry. So sorry. So sorry.
Filing cabinet. Silver fork. There's actually a glitch in a way that you can actually obtain the power armor before you can actually before you go into the museum. This glitch is normally used mainly because of to skip Preston, because some Fallout players prefer to speedrun the game, which is alright. You know, nothing's wrong with speedrunning the game, but you know, I think Preston can be really useful at sometimes. Alright, so. Alright, so we got ourselves a holotape. Well, I call it. They're not really called holotapes. I forgot what they're even called. I think they're in not radio. Maps, data. It should be in data. No, it could actually be in inventory. What ammo? Bisc. Atomic command. Here it is. Alright, so this is like another little mini game. Alright, so I would love to play the game, but nope. I want to leave. I thought that was like a military log. I could be wrong though. Red Menace. Seen that? I think it's this one.
Personal log.
There it is.
United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that, Flaherty and Canower were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America.
So,
Or what's left of it.
so that was a holotape. Probably that was a holotape. That might be the holotape that happened maybe a year later after the nuclear explosions. What I'm guessing. But yeah, it's weird how they actually give you a power armor so early on in the game. But yeah, basically, you're invincible when you're in a power armor. Look at that, I'm not even taking that much damage.
Why don't you get down here?
Okay,
Show me that
first thing though, I'm going to actually use the minigun later on. Like, I could use the minigun to kill all the raiders, but the minigun is really effective against Deathclaw, so I am going to switch it out with the rifle.
Killing up close. Not a lot of people can get past my boys. I'll give you that. Come on, I got places to be.
There we go. Like so. Alright, Deathclaw's coming out. I think he's going to come to me. No, he's gonna finish off the raiders first. Alright, he's coming to me. Right, there's a little spot that is really useful in this situation. Go into this shop, right here. The Deathclaw cannot get you in here because he's too big. And this is the perfect moment to use the minigun. So, where's the minigun? Minigun. There it is. The Deathclaw's weak spot, if you're wondering, is his belly. There we go. See? It's that simple. And that's how you take down the Deathclaw in the start of the game without losing any form of health. Alright, so let me just switch over to the rifle again. There we go. I think that should be all of it. Now, let me exit the power armor. Now, right now, I'm very slow. That's because my inventory's full. As you learn, the power armor will increase your inventory carry weight than normal. It's one of the reasons why many Fallout players tend to use power armors, and why they will try to keep their power armor operating much as possible. And I do believe the higher the armor of your power armor, the more inventory you have at your disposal. There's also inventory upgrades for the chest piece, I think. So you can basically make it so you basically can increase your inventory if you want to. So as you can see, our fusion core's running low, and I'm also full. So since I'm overweight, I'm gonna get rid of the knuckles. I know. There we go. I have just enough room to basically run around again. So let's take off this power armor, so I don't burn out the fusion core walls in this conversation.
Pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move some. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did, and we owe you our lives. So here, it ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
I didn't do it for money.
Hey, sorry. I'm used to everyone being in it only for themselves. You know, you remind me of my friends. The other Minutemen. The ones who gave their lives for something bigger than themselves.
If you do what I'm saying right now, I think Preston will trust you way more. And you can actually get Preston as a really early companion.
Alright, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it. And I know your pain.
Okay. I'm listening.
You're a man out of
I'm gonna skip this because
I knew.
this is basically has talking about Diamond City. So yeah,
Talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
shush, Preston.
we're just gonna check how long I've been recording. Oh wow, over an hour. Alright, so when we get to Sanctuary, I'm gonna end this video off. And I'm gonna cut down this video as well, separate bits, because it's been an hour. That's why I love playing Fallout 4. You can actually accidentally get yourself lost whilst playing this game.
It's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Thank you. Not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions when she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Oh,
hardly
hold
turn
on,
out
hold
any
on.
worse than.
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Sadly, I have to wait for them, because if I leave this room, they'll actually, be stuck in that. They won't be stuck in that conversation, but they'll be frozen until the player re-enters the room. There we go. Now I'm going to do one thing. Like, I could easily just run to Sanctuary but we won't have a lot of time, plus it is annoying to see Preston and all of his group walk over to Sanctuary. So what we can do is, if we go to our Pip-Boy, and we go to Map, and we click on Sanctuary, we can actually fast travel. That's what I'm going to do, because fast travel's fast, plus you don't want to walk with Preston at all. It's literally nothing. And it's kind of a pain. But yeah, the problem with fast travel though is that since you're loading in a different location, it's going to be slower. So yeah. Let me hop out my power armor. Head over to this crafting table, and I'll end off this video right here. There we go. So, oh, wait, do I still have... I'm still over capacity. Not a problem though. Luckily for me, I can build storage. There's one of them. Alright, so the toolbox is one of the few items that has this that is the cheapest for storage. So I'm just going to transfer a bunch of things like the grenades, the glow sight pipe pistol, the knuckles, the miniguns, off the pipe pistols because I have no need for them. There we go. I think I've put everything that I am not using. Yes, I have. Okay, right. So this is going to be the end of this episode of Fallout 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please, I will be doing a series of this, so keep that in mind. And I cannot wait to continue. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.